Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. So, last time we were able to once again encounter Iceheart, and she told us that she wants to reveal more of the truths about how the war between Ishgard and the Dravanians took place. But it's going to be in a completely new part of the realm. It'll be something that we'll be taking care of, though, at another time, because, as I mentioned before, I've been wanting to do various side challenges in order to get my experience built. And apparently, from what I've seen from going into side dungeons, it apparently is not as efficient of a method as I was hoping for. So therefore, I am being resigned to having to take a whole bunch of side quests. So this is something we're gonna have to do, and since we are within the Western Highlands, we might as well start with the ones around Falcon's Nest. So let's start making our way to the various people who want us to take on challenges needed here at Falcon's Nest in order to get ourselves more experience, because we can't continue with the next main story quest until we get ourselves up to level 52. So we don't have a choice but to get myself an additional 200,000 experience points to get us to where we need to be. So let's speak with Orion to take our first side challenge here in Heavensward, a level 50 challenge entitled Stolen Goods. Orion is lost in thoughts. I look worried, you say? Nothing of the sort. I was simply thinking about something. The rebuilding of Falcon's Nest, in fact. The damage from the calamity and the freezing winds it brought with it was tremendous. Even the rats fled, driven out by the cold. With the imposter Guillaume dealt with, we can move forward with the rebuilding of the fortifications. I am truly delighted and proud to be a part of it, but it's no simple task. The heretics' various supporters are obviously still a major concern, and the high houses still have their squabbles and their disputes with the citizenry. Frankly, there's no end to the difficulties we face. Just yesterday, some valuable supplies went missing, stolen from within this very fortress right beneath our noses. We've no leads, and we don't have the resources to scour the highlands looking for these supplies, but if you happen to see a group of suspicious-looking fellows carrying a large crate with them, it may well be our stolen goods. Please recover them for us. Alright, so, where can we find this place? Well, it's gonna be right up there in the north. So, let's take my black chocobo and be on our way. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering, EDSS's wife, Sakura Amaterasu, has agreed to join us for this. Yeah, because I have both avatars connected to RFC, our free company, and Sakura, being the leader of said free company, has offered to provide her services for the various places we are going. Starting with this challenge of finding stolen goods. And hey, along the way, if there are fates to take on, like this one for instance, it might be in our best interest to participate. So let's get in on this one first of all. This big ugly berg third will be a good starting point for us. Yeah, I figure that if we're gonna have an opportunity to get fates to get more experience, we should take advantage of them. Yeah, and already there's so many people here, it's just very difficult to keep track of myself. These fates will be challenging, and certainly it will not be easy to keep a track of myself, because so many people are doing them at once, so early on within the course of the game. Helped out on that kill there. And at least target the enemy that I'm standing directly in front of, if I could, that would be nice. Yeah, they're definitely getting pushed and shoved around, but yeah, it is a melee in here. It's a frenzy. And in fact, it might be in my best interest to take a hit or two for the sake of killing these things. But we should have this over soon enough. Here goes another one. Oh, back here. Oh, it's over. We got it. Alright, that's one down. Back on our pursuit of the stolen goods. Actually, it's not that far away we have to go. Are we going underneath this stone? Or are we going above it? Nope, there's the stolen goods. And we've already breached the perimeter, so we're gonna go ahead and fight this trio of gaunt figures. Let's take it to them. This. And now it's your turn. He's dead. We have to get rid of them all, though. I guess we can select them now. There we go. So now let's go back to Orion and deliver the goods. Shocking that it's not the last part of the challenge, though. But yeah, it's gonna start getting loud. I might want to turn my volume down a little bit more. Maybe not too low, but obviously I don't want to get my voice lost in the shuffle. There's so much going on. So let's speak with Orion. Have you found the stolen supplies? I certainly have. There you go. Yes, this is the crate that was stolen. This is very much like the heretic's handiwork. But there's something in here that shouldn't be. A feather ornament? Whatever could it mean? It looks like a type of ornament that was popular in Falcon's Nest before the Calamity. This sort of thing is no use to us here, a mere decorative trinket. But there is someone who might be interested in it. There's a humorless man named Sigan who collects antiques from the small mountain village that used to be here at Falcon's Nest. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at something like this. Do you think you could do me a favor and take it to him? Well, where is your person of interest? Oh, he doesn't seem to be all that far, I would hope. Yep, he's just a short distance away. He appears to be standing on the edge of Falcon's Nest. Oh, by the way, notice the impressive Falcon statues that are here, among other things. Is our man of interest standing here just on the outside? Yes, he is. Hi, Mr. Sagan. Did you want something? Yeah, to give you this. Ah, you used to see these all the time before the Calamity. Back before Falcon's Nest ended up looking like this. Yeah, explain. This brings back some memories. You say it was left with supplies stolen by the heretics? Well, thank you in any case. And so with that, we get 24,000 experience points. Plus, it seems like he has another challenge that he wants us to do. So why don't we go ahead and take on the level 50 challenge entitled Memories in the Snow. Sigan is reminiscing about the past. Well, let's see what he wants us to do next. That feather you gave me, I had not seen one of those in a long, long time. It brought back memories. The village here grew years ago, around the barracks housing the Ashgardian scouting forces. It may have been a small village, but it had a long and rich history. Being so close to the Dravania border, it had its fair share of legend and wisdom passed down from generation to generation. But after the Calamity and the freezing winds it brought, the whole village was lost to the ice. Thanks to House Samael, the fortress's reconstruction is progressing rapidly, but the village and all the belongings left behind in the Calamity's aftermath still lie deep beneath the snow. I'd wager that feather ornament you found was previously dug out of the snow around here. I seek out and collect relics from before the Calamity. Everyone is so focused on rebuilding, nobody seems to care but one jot for the past. I suppose I ought to get back out there and sift through those snowdrifts. If you find anything out there yourself, let me know. I believe we can accommodate you. Alright. Well then, let's see where these artifacts will be. Off to the north. Oh, yeah, it actually doesn't look like it's all that far. And that's fine by me, but boy, that's going to be quite a bit of real estate to cover. I mean, it's very likely that stuff like this will be hiding on stuff, underneath stuff, within stuff. Just basically stuff. Oh, we did find an ether current. Yeah, I've been waiting to find one of these. And we can even attune to it. That's awesome. Yeah, we didn't actually attune to the one that I came across when I was hiding underneath the waterfall. Alright, here's one snowdrift. That could give us a feather. Or some other artifact that Sigan is interested in. So what did we come across? Well, actually we don't know. It doesn't say what we found. So let's see if we can find the other two. I believe Sakura is trying to point us in the direction of another, or maybe she's just showing off that her chocobo can fly. That's not helping! Yeah, I get the feeling that we are not necessarily off to the best of relationships between Mathia and Sakura. Oh, enemy. Enemy, you were not expected. That's unless the preview will destroy you. Yeah, I know that Sakura's purpose is to assist me, but if she's just gonna waste time showing off, then it's not exactly a benefit to me. Like, show off on your own time, Sakura! You're supposed to be giving me a hand. Alright. Nothing around these stones, and we're almost on the edge of the perimeter, so I imagine the other artifact is going to be somewhere on this side, because we found one in the northeast corner, we found one in the southeast corner, so logically the last artifact has to be somewhere around here. Actually, no, the second artifact we found was in the northwest corner. No, I wasn't thinking that clearly through. Okay, here it is. Here's our last place of interest. So let's go out and get ourselves the last artifact. Mission accomplished. Alright, yeah, let's get my chocobo just to make this a little bit quicker. It's not all that far of a run, but it'll actually be faster for me to run on my chocobo than for me to actually run. Alright. All that's taken care of. Sigan, you actually found something? Yeah, six astral arrow tools. 3 of them. Maybe you really know how I feel. Maybe you're just helping an old man out of pity. Whichever it is, I still owe you my thanks. Well, of course. I've never been happier than when they first started talking about rebuilding Falcon's Nest. I thought I'd finally have the old village back. Of course, the Holy See wasn't interested in the village at all. They just wanted their fortress, and now it's bigger and grander than ever before. The Falcon's Nest I knew, that small village I grew up in, it's been lying under all this snow ever since the calamity. All the villagers who could never return home, they've all had to move to the capital. It's for them that I'm still digging through all this snow, trying to recover that lost history. And it looks like he's, I guess, gonna move on to do more of the same. So, 24,000 more experience points comes to me. So, there we go. That's another quest done. Now, let's go back into Falcon's Nest and see what else we can accomplish for the people here. Ooh, that's an impressive horse. Yeah, in extreme mode primal duels, you can actually have the opportunity, albeit a small one, to get a chance to earn a horse that you can ride that's inspired by the primal that you just defeated. Which is pretty cool. It's not easy to do though, and only the most determined and strongest will actually get their hands on such things. So, I think it was in last episode, we had the opportunity to speak with Sir Redwald in regards to doing a challenge that was part of the main story, but he does have a side challenge for us as well, so let's go ahead and take his challenge at level 50 entitled A Mystery Illness. Redwald is looking for someone to carry out an investigation. Greetings, Master Griffin. Thank you again for your previous assistance. As it happens, I was wondering if you might lend us your strength once more. Several of the troops garrisoned here have fallen ill all of a sudden with no obvious cause. If it's just a simple cold, then so be it, but I have a feeling there's something more sinister going on. Heretics, right? I want to mount an investigation, but I just do not have the men. If you could gather information from the troops about the fault, it would be of tremendous assistance. Alright. 3 people to speak of on this. Starting with Americel. You're looking into the soldiers that fell sick of late? As it happens, my brother has been stuck in bed since last night. It's a pity. It was the first time in months that we've been able to share a meal together. Oh, that's not good. Are the other people going to be inside? Or are there also going to be people outside too? Well, we do have a person inside, Subini, a young lady. You want to know about that disease that's been going around lately? Well, my colleague passed out. I think he was just knocked out by the shock of how thin the soup here is. He likes the soup stronger than most, but even I think the soup here is too weak. Alright. Possible sabotage in the works? Yeah, we might deal with this well-mannered widow later on, but right now the main focus is to see where our third person of interest is in terms of finding out what's going on with this illness. Are we like playing Eternal Sonata where it only affects people who are doomed? Okay, it's not in here? Okay. That's okay, I can keep looking. Plus we can also jump up and take a vantage point. The person we're looking for is somewhere around close by. I'll make sure we check all sides. Okay, so it's not, person of interest is not going to be on here. Maybe they're on this side? Huh. Okay, no, that's not what I thought it was. Okay, and we're outside of the circle anyway. Alright, let's keep on looking. Yeah, because our third person that we need to speak to is gonna have to be around here somewhere. Oh, right over here. Tursene is our person of interest. Yeah, how come I didn't notice this guy when I was speaking with Redwall? Because he's right next to him. A mysterious disease. My colleague did fall ill with stomach pains after dinner last night. I merely assumed that the meal disagreed with him. Alright, well let's speak to Redwall about it. What news have you of this mysterious illness, Master Griffin? Well, here's what we've learned so far. I see. So each person that fell sick did so after eating dinner. Every meal served here at Falcon's Nest is prepared, or at least overseen, by Norturel, the head chef. I find it hard to believe that he would let something this severe go undetected, but we cannot ignore the facts. Please ask Norturel what he has to say about this. Find out whatever you can. We must determine what is behind this. So said head chef is going to be back in here? Or is... oh no, he's going to be over in this place, by the looks of it. Yes, right here. Norturel. Yes, you want something? Well, perhaps you can explain about what's been going on. Just what do you think you're trying to imply? I take my work very seriously, and I certainly wouldn't do anything to breach the trust of the troops I'm responsible for feeding. I'll admit that some folk don't care for my traditional Catherine style of cooking, but the ingredients are of the highest quality. I've verified the freshness of the ingredients myself. The only thing I can't vouch for is the wine. I don't drink, never touch the stuff. Perhaps the problem lies with the wine. I returned the empty bottles to the sutler who supplied it. See if you can recover them. He should be at the airship landing at the south of the fort. Alright. What if this ends up coming back to you? Alright. Let's go ahead and speak with the sutler that they're telling me about. Alright. He's on the other side. Okay, we can't actually jump the gate. Nice. Spirited sutler, huh? Looking for wine bottles? The ones from last night will be around here somewhere. Any older than that, and they'll have already been collected. So we gotta obtain the wine bottles that are somewhere around this circle. Bottle fill crate, right here. Looks like there's at least 6 or 9, maybe, that are in that crate. At least from what I could tell. Alright. Go. And I think a whole bunch of people are either just showing off right now, or they're taking on the various side quests that I'm currently doing. Well, maybe if Norturel is able to divine a solution with the wine bottles, maybe we can get further. Did you find the bottles? Right here. Marvelous. I'll see if anything smells out of the ordinary. Yes, something is definitely amiss. It's a very faint odor. Only a trained nose, like that of an expert chef, will be able to pick it out. I suggest you take these bottles to Redwald. I'm all but certain that last night's wine is behind these 6 soldiers. And so we'll take the crate back and deliver the bottles to Redwald in order to complete this side quest. Alright there, Sir Redwald. Was Walterell able to shed any light on the situation? Well, we do have this. Don't break it. What? The wine was the problem? 7 hells, it must have been poisoned! You have my thanks, Master Griffin. Now that you have identified the cause of this problem, there's only one thing left to do. Kill the heretics! Anyway, with that quest now completed, Redwald has another wine, so it's obviously going to be attached to the one that we just did. So let's speak with Redwald to take on the level 50 challenge entitled Bad Wine. Redwald wants to make the next move in his investigation. We may have confirmed that poison was causing the illness that struck the fort, but there's still one thing left to do. Find those responsible for this reprehensible crime and bring them to justice. Orion is in charge of logistics here. I suspect that if you show her this bottle, she should be able to tell you where it came from. Alright. So it comes back to Orion. So up the stairs we go. For those of you wondering about the red hue, that will be explained in a later episode. Orion? Hello there! Is there something I can help you with? Well, since this did start with you, perhaps you can help finish it. What? The wine that was in this bottle was the cause of the sickness plaguing the fortress? Our records should show where this came from, who handled it, and... Wait! The crate of supplies that you recovered from me previously, the one that had been stolen by heretics, it was full of wine. I'm almost certain that this bottle was in that crate. I'd wager that those heretics poisoned the wine, counting on us recovering it. As a matter of fact, I've been looking into that case lately. It seems that the culprits had accomplices. They've been seen several times at Camp Riversmeet lately. I wouldn't be surprised if they're still looking for another opportunity to poison us. See if you can't press them for any information. Report to Redwald with anything you're able to find out. Oh, so we actually have to engage heretics. Well, if that's how it's gotta be. Yeah, this darkness is starting to fall. Hopefully we don't lose the heretics' trail. Crazy people at war with each other. When will all the fighting be over? As Prince Crescendo would have said in Eternal Sonata. Anyway, there's another opportunity to join on a fate, so let's enter in on it. And kill things up and right. Yeah, these rolls are definitely looking quite strong. Boy, we're definitely going to be experiencing quite a bit of slowdown as we're trying to beat all these things up. Hopefully we don't run into too much AoE while we're doing this. Run, riders, run. Stand. Don't lose this guy. Oh, wait a minute. How come that wolf is invincible? That's weird. That was most weird indeed. Weird, strange, made no sense, that's a thing. Sucker, are you just gonna sit there on your ass or are you gonna help? I mean, this could benefit you too, you know. We can get the EXP. You can get EXP out of this. Alright, back on you now. Wait a minute. Did it not get credited? Okay, yeah, we did. Okay, it just didn't register for some reason. I don't know why, but whatever. We were credited, so we can move on. Yeah, I really wish I knew who that Coil Sokiri is. Because, yeah, I really don't know who that person is. It must have been someone that, like I said a few episodes ago, that must have been someone who changed their name when Heavensward was first started. Because, yeah, I seriously don't know who that is. The Beholder, huh? Do we dare take on this guy? Let's see what we can. We have assistance on this one? Ah, Sakura, welcome to the fight. Oh, holy cow, this guy, he's strong. Can't trifle with this fool. Yeah, you certainly got some endurance on him. It will definitely be quite a challenge to bring this guy down. Well, it looks like more allies are on the way. It will not be just a two-person show. Alright, let's do this. And I think Sakura just ended up taking on kiting. For those of you who are wondering, kiting is an ability, or just something that you can do for the purposes of luring enemies away that could interfere. Yeah, this guy certainly got a lot of XP, or a lot of HP on him. Back on it. Oh, we got more things to do here. Look out! Look out! It's definitely going to be a slow process to bring this Beholder down. Yeah, all of a sudden everyone's fighting for their food company. Yeah, take your promos out while you can. Look out! Right, more allies. Now surprise versus fight. And somehow I've been able to hold the aggro this entire time. I find that quite amazing. It looks like we're not gaining all that much momentum. And that's going to be primarily testament to the fact that we don't have that many people helping us. People are simply sticking to their thing, and I'm not going to hold that momentum. Actually, it would be in my best interest to wait on my own trophy. Just to try and speed up the process. We've been at this for a while. Usually, fate monsters, fate bosses like this don't take all that long. Here, however, we're seeing an exception. Yeah. You want to hypnotize me so bad? Well, too bad. You, I'm not susceptible to it. Actually, I've never actually seen anything like this, so I don't know if I actually am capable of being hypnotized or not. Like, I know there are people who are capable of being hypnotized in some games. I myself have never found out because I've never actually known where there would be hypnotists either performing for entertainment purposes or for completely different reasons altogether nearby around where I am. I'm about to run out of CP again. Yeah, and I can't necessarily go back to getting... Yeah, I can't regenerate my CP again yet. So we are able to put ourselves in a little better position. Yeah, I've been holding the aggro this entire time, which is amazing. Slap. Yes, I do. Yeah. Like, come on. Oh, all of a sudden I'm taking more damage than I was hoping. Oh shit. Now I have to kite. Ah, someone took the aggro off. Good. Someone currently took the aggro off. That was a bit scary there. Thankfully, we're almost to the end of it. The order is about to be defeated. In the air, splash down. Strike some more. And more too long. Drop. There it goes. Ah, that takes care of that. Man, that was a bit chaotic. But we got what we were looking for. Victory is ours. Alright, so when am I gonna get a chance to ride my chocobo again? Well, it only happened after I withdraw my current one. There we go. And away we go again. Gotta find heretics about some wine. Because they got some explaining to do. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Alright. Trying to avoid the deer as best as I can. Yeah, leave Bambi to himself. And it looks like we may have to go down here. Yeah, because they're hiding in the river valley here, this big gorge. Nice. Take a turn here, take a turn here. Nice, so we made it to Camp River's Meet. And so it looks like we found a suspicious Kerthin. Let's go engage this person and his associates. So you found about the poison and came here looking for answers? Well, give up. The poison is made from dragon venom. There is no antidote. Everyone who drank it will die, and so will you. Alright, fighting time. Fighting time! Into the skies for some splatting. And wow, reindeer, you go down in a hurry. You die fast. And you're like, out in a hurry. Just like that, it's over. Just like that, we're going back to Falcon's Nest. Like, man, we wasted you guys quickly. And that's fine by me. I will take it and then some. Alright, run it out. So we gotta tell Redwald that we've exposed the heretics, and hopefully it's not too late for the soldiers who drank the wine. Greetings, Master Griffin. Orion has already apprised me of the situation. She tells me you might have information regarding the poisonings. Yeah, but you're not gonna like it. I see. So it was the heretics after all. And poison made from dragon venom? This is very bad indeed. We will need to find an antidote as quickly as possible. And I get the feeling I will be attached to it. So let's take on Redwald's next challenge, entitled Ancient Wisdom. Redwald is eager to continue his investigation. There is a breed of dragon that breeds deadly poisonous breath. If you were to make poison by concentrating the toxic component of their breath, it would be almost impossible to formulate an antidote. We have precious little information, Master Griffin. Thus, I hoped you might assist us once more. Go on. This report describes the symptoms of the poisoned soldiers. Please show it to anyone you think might be able to assist in the formulation of an antidote. I suggest starting with our chef Noirtel. Noirtel. That's what his name is. Yeah, even French names can catch me off guard sometimes. The Marseille effect never fails. Noirtel? Oh, you're that lad from before. Have you caught the people who poisoned that wine yet? Well, not quite, but this is the information we have on what they had. I see. So the poison was most likely made from concentrated dragon venom. I don't know a great deal about venomous dragons, but I do remember reading something about poison-breathing dragons in a book from old before the Calamity. Sadly, I can't remember the specifics. Given how old the book was, perhaps you might be able to find out more from someone knowledgeable about the 6th Astral Era. And now we're... Oh, Segan again. Alright. Oops, no, not him. Or not the sprints. No, we're going elsewhere. And we're gonna pass on the offer to go to Revenant's Toll for the time being. No. Not required at this point. Well, since we know where Sigan is, let's go ahead and speak with him again. Sigan, we meet again. What do you want? This. Poison made from concentrated dragon venom. Ah, yes. There was a story passed down through the generations in the old village of Falcon's Nest about dragons that breathe poison. Beware the beasts with poison breath, whose claws and breath bring naught but certain death. The ancient dragon's noxious mist is born from eating of the poisoned viper's thorn. Thorny viper is a type of toxic brambleweed. This toxin is said to be the source of the dragon's poisonous breath. If we are to find a creature immune to the thorny viper, we should be able to study this immunity to develop an antidote to the dragon's poison. There's a beast that lives near Gorgain Mills, the Black Blood Zoo. They say it feeds primarily on the thorny viper. Its blood may hold the key to saving the afflicted soldiers. Take these provisions and travel to Gorgain Mills. Alright, this is a herb that when burned should attract the zoo. When you reach the mill, use this ember and burn the herbs. The scent should draw the beast out of hiding. Slay it and recover its blood. Gotcha. Use the ember on the brazier that we provided for us. Yeah, we know where this place is. It's quite a bit of distance. Quite a bit of distance. In fact, I believe we'll even take it upon ourselves to use the Black Iron Bridge to get ourselves across. Or is it even that far? I can't even remember at this point. Yeah, everything's a blur right now to me. Everything feels like a blur, and that's not good. But we have to go north, and so north we shall go. Making sure that we stay to the west ever so slightly, just in case we need to cross the bridge, which we more than likely will have to do. Yeah, because we can't always just follow the arrows directly. Sometimes we have to take the initiative of going down the Black Iron Bridge in order to get ourselves further along. Alright, here's the bridge, so let's go ahead and cross. So yeah, I'm glad that Sakura finally was able to assist us with what we were doing, and it allows us to get ourselves further on in our journey. So let's ride with Leah Heidemann and Sultry Sorrow Banish, both of whom represent two different FCs. Alright, almost across, and heck, there's even a fate we can fight in. But it doesn't look like anyone is actually taking part in it. But maybe we can change that. No one's attempting this one. No one's attempting this one, so I won't either. No, it looks like everyone's just in a hurry to get to where we were before. Yeah, Sultry Soul Banish obviously is doing the same thing I'm doing, if not doing a main story challenge from a few days ago that I featured. Alright, we should be getting closer because, yeah, there's a lot of real estate to cover in this place. Looks like we made it back to this old shack. Let's hope we can slam dunk this. Yeah, here we are. So, yeah, it looks like we are doing the exact same challenge. So it's not within the house itself, the Chocobo stables. It's a little further down the line. Unlit Brazier. Perfect. Well, looks like we're gonna have to engage in combat before we can use it. Yeah, you said you wanted to fight me. Fight me! You brought the provocation, and therefore I will end it. Take this, vile fiend. I shall defeat you and destroy you. And bang, you're dead. So now let's go ahead and light this brazier. Tiny, hold me closer, tiny brazier. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, fragrant herbs. Yep, we are taking on the exact same enemy. We are taking on the exact same challenge. Over to your left there, Miss Spanish. Alright, Black Blood Zoo, let's fight. Let us fight, you evil zoo. Ooh, turning sonic blast. That would have sounded very destructive to my ears. Could have ended up death for life if they made contact. But the zoo is slain. And so now, all the way back to Falcon's Nest. Yeah, I probably should set this as home point. Oh, I'm not allowed to leave yet. Because the battler decided they wanted to make his presence known, and so I will oblige it by disposing of it. Just remember, you brought this on yourself. You brought this on yourself and no one else, vile fiend. And down he goes. There. Now stay dead. Stay dead, you evil fiend. Alright. Back over to where Sagan is. Jump over, and have a conversation. Have you retrieved the zoo's blood? Yes, I have. So obviously the next step will be to create the antidote. Yes, this should do nicely. An antidote may well be possible after all. Oh, who's approaching? Oh, it's the Redwald. Master Griffin, I spied you down here and hurried down, hoping you can inform me of the status of your investigations. Are we any closer to a cure? Well, just ask this old man. Well, if it isn't the commander of the reconstruction program. This young lad here cares about all folklore and culture. He helped recover relics from the buried village of Falcon's Nest. In return, I passed on an ancient legend that was likewise passed down to me by my ancestors. The zoo blood this young man gathered can be used to create an antidote. Take it to your brightest alchemists and have them formulate the cure. If you move quickly, you can still save those poisoned soldiers. Good grief. To think that whole legends like this could bear the solution to a problem like this. I shall call for the Holy See's best alchemists immediately. Master Sagan, we've been so focused on moving forward that we have lost sight of where we came from. To be frank, I thought you were but a fool who could not let go of the past. And now you know better. But in light of these events, I've been forced to reconsider. The culture and traditions of Falcon's Nest hold great value. They are truly priceless. If it pleases, perhaps you might be so kind as to lend us your assistance in an excavation of the village. I can only offer my most sincere apologies for how little we have done to make you feel welcome until now. As you yourself said, Redwald, I can't let go of the past. But I understand that everything you've done to protect the people of Ishgard. I can't help but feel that there are issues more deserving of your resources than an archaeological dig. Very well. How might this suit you then? If you ever happen to pass by the fortress of Falcon's Nest, whenever you happen to stop by our halls, we shall be sure to have a hot bowl of soup waiting for you. In exchange, I ask only that you pass on the legends and stories of the old village of Falcon's Nest, such that we may learn from your knowledge and wisdom. Does that strike you as a better arrangement? A nice suggestion, I suppose. But I can't stand the taste of your Ishgardian cooking. Your cooks are far too heavy-handed with the salt and spice. If that is your only objection, then you need not worry. Our head chef is a Cathan man. We troops are always complaining about his Cathan-style cooking, that his soup is too thin and bland. I suspect it may suit you perfectly. And suddenly eyebrow raised. A Cathan chef, you say? I may enjoy the food after all. Well, looks like we've reached an optimal solution. It may be true that Falcon's Nest is no longer a small village, but we are still home to the same people. We still have a responsibility to carry this culture and history on into the future. Though the village itself may be lost to time and snow, we have the opportunity to find a new path to lead these people to peace and prosperity. Carving that path is my charge. Come, let me introduce you to our chef. We can enjoy a bowl of thin Catherine soup together. Well, looks like we've helped these two to bridge the gap in terms of history. And of course it leaves a smile on Matthias' face, so that's always good. So we get 24,000 experience points, Gil, plus choice of ward potions. But since I never really used these myself, I'll just go ahead and take a poison ward potion and be done with it. So yeah, it looks like that first series of challenges is now over, but there are still a few more, and we're still about 35,000 points away from getting to the mandatory experience level 52. Not only will this of course get us to take on the next part of the main story, but it will also allow us the opportunity to help out Lady Hustienne with her Dragoon training. So I think one more challenge, or one or two more challenges, will get us over the top to where we need to be, and then we can make our way back over to the Central Highlands to continue Dragoon training and further assist Lady Hustienne. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And when I join you again, we will take on some more of the challenges here at Falcon's Nest in order to get ourselves to level 52, and then we'll go back to the Central Highlands to get on more Dragoon training. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.